We'd been married 6 years. I wouldn't say things were perfect, but they were solid. Comfortable. We split bills, took turns with chores, made each other coffee in the morning. Nothing dramatic. No cheating, no screaming. Just life. Then, on a random Thursday, she didn't come home. She texted me at 5:34 p.m. Meeting ran late. Might stay with mom tonight. Love you, yellow heart. I didn't think much of it. Her office was across town, her mom lived close by, and traffic sucked on Thursdays. I texted back. All good. Tell her I said hi. She didn't respond. Not that night. Not the next morning either. At first, I assumed she crashed early. Then I started calling. No answer. By Friday night, I drove to her mom's house. Her mom opened the door in pajamas, confused. She's not here. What do you mean? I haven't seen her in over a month. I felt my throat tighten. She said she was staying with you. Her mom's face changed. First concern. Then fear. We both started calling. No answer. No voicemail. Just straight to dead air. I filed a missing person report that night. 3 days passed. 3 sleepless, gut-wrenching days where I imagined everything from abduction to a car crash to something I couldn't even name. And then, Sunday, 8:27 a.m., she walked in the door. Calm. Hair tied up. Coffee in hand. Why do you look like that? She asked. Like she hadn't disappeared. Like she hadn't made the entire world stop. She put her keys on the counter like it was any other morning. I stood there in the doorway, unshaven, eyes raw from sleepless nights, heart pounding like I was still in some kind of dream I couldn't wake up from. She sipped her coffee. You didn't get my texts? My voice cracked. What texts? She frowned. Pulled out her phone. Swiped, tapped. Showed me a screen. Empty thread. That's weird, she muttered. Then, I was at my mom's, babe. I told you that. I didn't say anything. I just looked at her. I was there, I said. I went over. Friday night. She hadn't seen you in a month. And that's when she did it. That slow blink. The kind people do when their brain is buffering. When they realize the story they rehearsed isn't lining up, and they need to reboot it in real time. She licked her lips. Put the cup down. Oh, that's right. No, wait. I was with my aunt. My mom wasn't feeling well, so I stayed with Aunt Linda instead. I mixed it up. You mixed up 3 days? She smiled, not big, not wide, just enough to try to melt the moment. You're being dramatic. Dramatic. 3 days. Missing. Phone off. A mom who hadn't seen her. A lie caught in less than 5 minutes. And I'm dramatic. I didn't say a word. Just nodded. Let her talk. Because sometimes, the best way to catch a liar is to let them keep lying. That night, she fell asleep like nothing happened. No apology. No questions. No regret. Just a casual, good night. And she turned away like the last 3 days didn't almost break me. At 2:11 a.m., I got out of bed. She always left her laptop unlocked. I didn't have to dig far. Her Facebook was still open in another tab. I searched her aunt's profile. Aunt Linda was in Texas. At a wedding. There were photos. Tagged, timestamped, uploaded that same weekend. Smiling faces. Cake. Dancing. Champagne. The kind of weekend that ends in hangovers and group chats, not disappearing acts. I clicked through. And then I saw it. A blurry photo of a group on the dance floor. Caught mid-laugh, arms in the air, glitter in their hair. But in the bottom right corner, half-cropped, almost out of frame, was a hand. Female. Gold band on the ring finger. Her ring. I knew that hand. I kissed that hand. I placed that ring there. She wasn't with Aunt Linda. She was at that wedding. Not hiding. Not hurting. Not lost. Dancing. Laughing. Holding someone else's hand. I stared at the photo for a long time. Not because I doubted what I saw, but because part of me still wanted to believe it wasn't her. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I wanted to be sure, not just of what she did, but who she became when she thought I wasn't watching. So I waited. Next morning, we made coffee in silence. She asked if I wanted eggs. I said no. She smiled like she thought we were past it. After breakfast, I leaned against the counter. "Hey," I said, casual. "Got any pics from the weekend? From your aunts?" She paused just a beat too long. "I didn't really take any." I raised an eyebrow. "Not even one selfie?" She pulled out her phone. "Let me check." That's when I saw it. Not her screen, her reflection. We have this decorative backsplash in the kitchen. Glass tile. Catches everything. As she scrolled, the phone tilted just enough for the angle to catch, and I saw it clear as day. A message thread. Name at the top, Tyler. Last message preview. "I can't stop thinking about that hotel room. When can I see you again?" She tapped. Scrolled. Pretended to be looking for photos that didn't exist. I played along. "Nothing?" I asked. She shrugged. "We didn't do much. Mostly just talked." I nodded. "Right. Just you and Aunt Linda." She smiled. "Exactly." She turned to put her phone down, and I turned away before she could see my face, because if she did, she'd know the game was already over. That same day, after she left for work, I stayed home. Sick day, technically. Sick in the way grief makes you heavy. Sick with the weight of pretending everything's fine, while your marriage slowly dissolves in front of you. I opened my laptop. Typed his name, Tyler plus city name plus Facebook. There were hundreds. Then I narrowed it, Tyler plus the name of the wedding venue from Aunt Linda's post. Bingo. Tyler P. Private profile. But the cover photo was public, and it was from the same wedding. Same lights. Same band. Same ugly gold chairs. I clicked through his tagged section. One photo stopped me cold. He's standing in a tux, holding a drink, smirking at the camera like he owns the world. And over his shoulder, blurred, laughing, unaware, was her. Not someone like her. Her. My wife. Hair tied back. Wearing a blue dress I'd never seen. Same necklace I gave her on our second anniversary. Hand on his arm. The timestamp? Saturday night. The second day she was with Aunt Linda. She looked happy. Weightless. Untethered from the life we built together. And somehow, that was worse than catching her in bed with him. Because this wasn't guilt. This wasn't a mistake. This was her real life. And I was just the husband she came home to. I didn't sleep. Didn't confront her. Just nodded through the lies like they were bedtime stories. But this time, I got smart. I installed a camera. Tiny. Nest cam, mounted inside a bookshelf in the living room. Angle pointed straight at the front door, couch, hallway. Motion activated. Cloud backed. No app notifications. I'd check it myself. 5 nights passed. Nothing. Then came Friday. She kissed me on the cheek before work. Wore her casual but cute outfit. Said she might grab dinner with her mom after. Don't wait up. I didn't. That night, I checked the footage around 9:18 p.m. And there he was. Tyler. In my house. Walking through my front door like he belonged there. Like this was their place. She followed behind him. Laughing. Tossing her keys on the counter. They poured wine. Turned on music. She danced. He kissed her neck. They sat on the couch, the one we picked out together, and curled under the blanket my mother gave us last Christmas. They never even went upstairs. That almost made it worse. Because this wasn't a hookup. It was routine. It was comfort. It was home. My home. And she didn't just let him in the door. She let him into the version of herself I thought was mine alone. I didn't send it to my wife. I sent it to her mom. I don't know why exactly. Maybe I wanted confirmation that I wasn't insane. Maybe I just wanted someone who knew her before all this, to finally admit what she'd become. No caption. No explanation. Just the file. 8 minutes 32 seconds. Tyler. Wine. Laughter. Our couch. I expected silence. What I got was a call, within 10 minutes. Her mom's voice cracked before she even said hello. "What is this?" she whispered. "You tell me," I said. Silence. Then, "She told me you were controlling, that you were paranoid, that you were tracking her phone and wouldn't let her have friends." I laughed, not out of humor, but survival. "She flipped the narrative before I even knew it existed," I said. Her mom didn't argue. "I knew she was lying, but I didn't know this." Her voice dropped. "Get out of that house. Now. Pack your things. Leave before she comes back." "Why?" "Because if she's capable of lying to you like that, then I don't know what else she's capable of." Her words hit me harder than the footage did. Because this wasn't just a woman defending her daughter. This was a mother recognizing a stranger. And finally choosing truth over blood. She came through the door like always. Hair tied up. Smelling like someone else's cologne. Keys in hand. Smile half loaded. Another lie cocked and ready. But this time, I was standing in the hallway. Backpack at my feet. A suitcase by the door. And her laptop open on the table. Paused at 8:18, the exact second Tyler leaned over and kissed her on our couch. She froze. Didn't blink. Didn't ask. Just stared at the screen like it was some movie she didn't audition for but still got cast in. "So you've been spying on me?" I tilted my head. "No. Just finally watching what's been happening in my own house." She didn't say sorry. She never did. "I didn't mean for it to get this far." I zipped the suitcase. "It didn't get this far. You brought it here." She stepped closer. "We can talk about this." I looked her dead in the eyes. "We could have. 3 days ago." And then I handed her a letter, certified, signed, already filed. Dissolution of marriage. Non-contested. No spousal claim. She took it with a blank face, but her hands shook. As I opened the door, she said the last thing I'd ever hear from her. "You're not even going to fight for me?" I didn't turn around. "You disappeared once. Now it's my turn." And I walked out. Not with revenge. Not with closure. But with something she'd never be able to take back. Myself. The end.